Hi guys, welcome back to PlanetJayy Astrology, where you will learn everything you need to know about the stars. Today's video is on Capricorn Sun. So, if you have a sun in Capricorn, or you know anybody close to you, a loved one or whatever that has a sun in Capricorn, and you want to learn more about what it means to have your sun in this sign, keep watching. Today we are going to talk about the good and the not so good qualities about Capricorn and the karmic lessons that surround this sun sign. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Capricorn is a earth sign ruled by Saturn. So what this means and what this does is it makes Capricorn a sign that is no stranger to restrictions, to discipline, to hard work. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, the planet of obstacles, hard work, career, harsh lessons, restrictions, and limitations. So they are no stranger to hard work and having to really put in loads of effort to get where they want to be in life. Capricorns are extremely practical signs. They know that they're always going to have something thrown their way that wasn't a part of the plan, and so they try to be as practical as they can so that when those obstacles come, they are ready for them. In addition to this, though, they do have a silly side to them, and their silly side is not for everyone because they are a bit sarcastic and can have a dark humor. Being ruled by Saturn, the planet that brings limitations and frustrations and sometimes even delays, they have to find a way to make fun of life sometimes, to make fun of how hard things are. So they can have a very dark humor and be very cynical, but that is their way of being silly and kind of letting go of all of that pressure that they experience and all of the responsibility that they take on. Capricorns are usually very independent from a young age, and sometimes this is out of necessity, right? So the limitations they experience as a child, or the restrictions and harsh lessons that they learn as a child, often teach them that they have to be hardworking and they have to, have a lot of responsibility placed on them to take care of themselves. So in their adult life, they become very self-disciplined people. They care a lot about their reputation and their ability to be a professional and to, have a good image for themselves, because they have always had to rely on that. They have always had to rely on themselves. And so the way that they are perceived, the way that they show themselves, the way they communicate who they are, they like to be very firm and direct about it. They don't really want any confusion in the way that people perceive them. So Capricorns can come off as a bit harsh or cold, but it's because, that's just what Saturn brings. But they are silly. They do have a sense of humor. They are very caring and have a lot of responsibility, feel a lot of obligation and responsibility to their loved ones, and they are extremely loyal. They will stand by you through pretty much anything so long as you are living up to your potential. Capricorns are very resourceful. They can make a dollar out of a dime. They are business minded. A lot of Capricorns, are head in the workplace. They are CEOs. They manage a lot of people. They are punctual and have this uncanny ability to, use a method amongst chaos, amongst madness, and still appear to be very mature and reserved, regardless of the current situation. So they're very stable in themselves, and they know how to climb a ladder. They're patient. They know, I have to do this to get here, and they are so determined to get there. All they have to do first is to make a plan. So, what are the not so great qualities around Capricorn, or the karmic lessons surrounding Capricorn? So Capricorn being ruled by Saturn makes them a sign that is super focused on achieving their goals, right? But they're also hyper aware of what can go wrong and certain obstacles that can come up for them. So at times they can be a bit pessimistic. And because they always have so much on their plate, oftentimes they choose to focus on their responsibilities rather than to focus on the emotional state that they are in. So they will push emotions to the side, and at times that can mean pushing the emotions of others to the side too, because what it would mean to acknowledge those in others would mean that they then would have to do it in themselves, and that would stop them from being on that trajectory that they are so determined to continue on. So they can come off as a bit cold and sometimes a bit guarded to other people for that reason. Capricorns also like to have a routine, being an earth sign, and they like to have a method to doing things. So at times they can be a bit rigid or controlling. They want things done a certain way because they know that if they do something, that it will be done right in their mind, like it'll be done right. So it's hard for them to let go of that control and to trust another person to do something right in their own way. So the karmic lesson around Capricorn is not only to take a step back and to learn to connect to their own emotions, but to also let go of that control and allow themselves to be a bit more optimistic and a bit more have a bit more faith in not just people, but the universe in general, because at times they can be a bit fearful that they won't get where they want to be. They won't get what they've been striving for. They're going to have to do X, Y, and Z to get somewhere. And the stress of even just thinking about that can make them a bit fearful. And sometimes they can get stuck in their ways instead of living up to their own potential for that reason. So it's interesting. It's similar to Scorpio and their need for truth while also hiding so much. Capricorn needs a break, but they struggle to let go of control, right? So you can see how the dichotomies and the dynamics of a certain sign can often be the same thing that is what they need to learn karmic lessons about at the same time. Okay, so that is Capricorn Sun. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will leave in the description box below a link to my channel for all tarot readings for Capricorn Sun, Venus, Moon, Descendant, whatever you want to use. And thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for the other videos, and I hope you have a great day.